some beer bread. But instead of beer bread, I'm going to use Sprite. And if you ever watch Texas Eats on Saturdays at 12 o'clock with Davideder, this is where I received his recipe from. So it's Case at 12, and if you just look up Texas Eat and see their videos and their website, you will see where he made some beer bread. So instead of the beer, I'm going to use Sprite. You can use any type of beverage. If you want to use beer, you can. If you want to use a soda, you can, whether it's club soda, ginger ale, you can all use that. All right, and before we get started, I have everything set up. I'm going to set the temperature. I'm going to go ahead and preset the oven to 375. So as it's warming up, we can get started. Some more light. Okay. So in here is very simple, easy ingredients, not much to it. And let's get started. So it calls for 3 cups of flour, all-purpose flour, sifted. So I already put the 3 cups in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and sift this. Okay. All right. So there's 3 cups of flour. Then it calls for 3/4 cups of sugar. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 3/4 cups of sugar in there. And then 3 teaspoons. If you have self-rising flour, you can use this, but I'm gonna use 3 teaspoons of baking powder. You can use rising powder if you want to. It's good for that. And if you don't have self-rising powder flour, you can use the baking powder. Okay. And I'm looking at my cheat sheet because this is my first time making it. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. So just regular table salt, iodized salt is what you can use. Alrighty. And that's all the mixture. I'm gonna mix it. Mix all the ingredients together. Now, David was saying that you can make this bread sweeter if you want to. You can play with it. You can add nuts. You can add berries if you want to. It's pretty much simple. So what I'm doing is just mixing all of the dry ingredients first before I pour the Sprite in there. So very simple. I'm gonna mix this, and then I'm gonna open up the Sprite, and then I'm just gonna pour it in there. Now he used some beer, which, like I said, I don't really like the taste of beer, so I'm gonna use this Sprite. You see it's foaming. I'm just going to pour all 12 ounces in here. And I'm going to mix this. And we're going to see if this come out right. So you want to mix all of the ingredients together. And you don't want to have no dry ingredients. And so it might fizz like this, so just work through the fizz to make sure you get everything in there. And after a while, the fizz should go down. And why it was really fizzing was because of the baking powder. So it's getting stiff a little bit. You want to make sure, for some reason, see, it's kind of runny, so I'm gonna mix a little bit more flour in there because that side was not in there. So mix a little bit more flour in there. This is really my first time making bread, so we're gonna see how this comes out. A little bit. More sugar, just a little bit more. Okay. Like I say, you can make it sweet or however you want to make it. Okay. I thought I put 3 cups, but it wasn't. It didn't quite look like his, so now it's like. This is all the ingredients that you need. You want to make sure that you get all of the dry, everything is mixed in there. Okay. Then you're gonna take your loafing pan. You're gonna butter it. You can use you can melt some butter, or you can use this cooking butter. Either one is fine. So what you're gonna do is grease your pan first. Before you put the batter in there. So I'm gonna grease it with this butter pan, and I just got this, whatever store you go to, just look for butter natural flavor spray, and you can use that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here because I was like this. Okay, now it looks like it. Okay, all right, so I'm just gonna let the fall into here. Now if you want to add vanilla extract, you can. You can add honey, you can add pretty much you can create your own, you can personalize it. If you just want to use more than that, you can. I used a little bit more flour and sugar just to make the density of it. So, and I didn't use too much baking powder because then you don't want that bitter taste either. So let me get up. Okay, so I'm gonna scrape this off. Okay. So we want to see how this bread tastes. And you let it cook for an hour. So You let it cook for an hour. Okay, so then now before you put the bread in the oven, is 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of butter. You melt some butter and you just put it on top like that. Alrighty, and then so my let me wash my hands. My oven should be hot. It should be ready. And so when we come back, we'll have our bread. And like I said, I went to Texas Eat and I saw this on Davideder. He created this beer bread, but instead of beer, I'm using Sprite. I was like, should I use Sprite? Should I use strawberry soda, pineapple soda, root beer or Coke? You could use either one, but I'm using Sprite. If I had some 7-Up, I would have used 7-Up instead. So okay, so I'm gonna put this in here, and I said I'll be back with you. I'll put it on a second rack. When we come back, the bread should be cool and done, and then we can taste it. All right, so we'll be back in a few moments. All right, I'm back, and the bread is done. It's a little bit hot. I know he said to let it cool, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. Again, this is my first time making bread. So you can see it's done for the inside. It's a little that is done, and you can see the inside is all done. Like I said, this is beer bread. This is my first time making this type. This is my first time making bread, period, from scratch. So it's a little sweet. It's a little bitter. What it tastes like, Malachi? It's a little.
The texture is like, at first it was like.
So here's a taste.
So surprisingly,
Yeah.
you can't even taste the Sprite.
Right. So
it has that sweetness texture to it.
Actually, it's good. And you can serve this with your meal. I'm cooking meatloaf today, macaroni and cheese and greens, and this is going to be part of our meal to eat with the bread. It's really good. So if you go to KSAT 12 Texas Eat, you can get the full recipe, but I gave the recipe instructions as I was preparing it. For my next time that I am going to be on the show of cooking, I'm going to be cooking arroz con pollo, and that is just chicken and rice, the Puerto Rican style. So I'm going to go to the Latino side, and we're going to make that because I got a suggestion from a good friend. She wanted me to cook that, so I'm going to do that next. But I thought this bread was easy. It didn't take a lot of time, and I was just cooking one thing, and it's pretty good. Like I said, if you don't have beer, you can use soda, or you can cook 12 ounces of beer. I don't like the taste of beer, so, and neither does my children. They have not tasted beer, so I didn't want to do that for them. So I wanted to do something else, so I did soda. If you have 7-Up, you can use 7-Up, Big Red, Coke. Try any of those to make sure. But it is pretty good. So I thank y'all for coming. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave comments. If you have suggestions, I'm adhere to them. You can leave your suggestions in your comments. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank y'all for joining us, and just be fantastic on whatever you do. Remember to stay safe. Remember to wash your hands. If you go out, use your face mask to avoid this virus that's going around. Peace and love. Till next time. Bye.